Alright, so here we're looking at another question from Level 1 Functional Skills. This one, 3 very short questions, so hopefully 3 quick marks. I'm not saying they'll be easy, but there's only going to be one thing to do for each of these questions, which is why they're only worth 1 mark each. The first one is asking us to work out a quarter of 24. Now, key thing with fractions to remember is that to find a quarter, we just divide by 4. You just divide by the bottom of the fraction. If I wanted a sixth, let's say, that would mean you'd divide by 6. And if you wanted a 23rd or something, it just means you divide by 23. You split it into that many pieces. So to find a quarter of 24, I just have to do 24 divided by 4. There are different ways to do this, but I'm just going to quickly run through the 4 times tables and we'll see how many 4s it takes to make up 24. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 20, oh, there we go, I've already gone too far. We're doing 24 divided by 4, so how many 4s are in it? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there are 6 4s in 24, which means the answer is 6. So I'm going to put in the answer box over here, 6. Now there is a working out box here, and it doesn't hurt to use it, so I've got a calculation up here that we did, so I'm going to put it in. We did 24 divided by, drag the divide sign in, divided by 4 equals 6. So a quarter of 24 is 6. The next one says minus 5 plus 3. Now I'm going to quickly draw out a number line for this one down here with 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. That's where we're starting, and we are adding 3. If we're adding 3, we go 1, 2, 3, and that is what minus 5 plus 3 would be. I'm moving up towards 0. I'm going to the right in that direction. I'm moving towards the right because I'm just adding 3. And if I'm adding a positive number, I'm going further positive. So minus 5 plus 3, what is this number? Well, that's 0, so that's minus 1, which makes this minus 2. So minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, I've added 3. So minus 5 plus 3, minus 2. And then finally, it's asking us to take 6.384 and round it to 1 decimal place. So we're starting with 6.384, and if I want it to 1 decimal place, that means I kind of need my number to stop here. But that doesn't necessarily mean the answer is 6.3. Just to be clear, I've decided my number needs to stop here because that leaves me with 1 decimal place, you know, 1 number after the decimal. But with rounding, it's not necessarily going to be 6.3. What happens to that 3 depends on the next number, which is an 8. And because 8 is quite large, it pushes the 3 up to a 4. That's how we sometimes say it. The 3 gets pushed up to a 4, which means the answer is 6.4. Because really, it's because our original number is closer to 6.4 than it is to 6.3. And we can tell because of the next number that comes after the 3, which is an 8. So just to say that a bit more clearly, we want our number to stop after 1 decimal place. So we want it to stop after this 3. But because the next number is big, the 3 gets pushed up to a 4, which means it's actually more accurate to call it 6.4. So the answer here is going to be 6.4. And that's it. So 3 very short questions in this, well, 3 very short parts to this question, each of them worth 1 mark, so something quite short that we had to do to get those answers. And that's it. 6 minus 2, 6.4. Cool.